I am called by the names of Milton Omurok. I am an interim chair of the External Labour Agencies of Uganda, which is ELAU in short. ELAU came into existence a couple of months ago, to be specific 2 months ago, just because that we wanted to create a vehicle that most companies that subscribe to ELAU can provide services better to the community. We provide the services, that is right, but there are a number of challenges that we encounter as company owners. And at times it becomes a problem for you to address those challenges as a company. And you need an association that creates that environment or a platform for you to address those challenges. You will also realize that the sector that we are in is a complicated sector. It's a sector whereby very many people think they understand it or know it, and they feel they have opinions about it. But again, very few, when you are to be realistic, understand the sector. Everyone comes with their own opinion. But now we want to come out strongly, sensitize the community, sensitize the ladies or the youths that we externalize about this sector. Now, the major challenges that I believe you have also all had are usually the public outcry of the domestic workers abroad. Most of them I will acknowledge are true. You know, being in a foreign country and you fail to get the slightest help to a challenge that you're getting, you end up using every opportunity to make as loud noise as possible so that you're responded to. But now, as a ELAU, as of now, we have created a call center whereby we are capturing most of those challenges there. We screen them and establish, one, which company externalized you, two, which company received you the other side, three, how best can we help you. So upon screening, we even realized that there are some of the public outcries, some of them are self-made. You realize somebody has maybe finished there a couple of months and they feel they want to come back home. Maybe they are fed up of the destination country. So they create every opportunity for them to come back. But those are just a few cases. But the majority of them are the ones that we're trying to capture, and then we see how best we can address them jointly. The agency is fully recognized by one, our mother ministry, that is Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. Two, other key stakeholders like Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and a number of them. We have been having several engagements, and when they appreciate our objectives, basically.
I'm Esther Nabaju. I'm from ELAU. It's a new association. This is our first general meeting. We are very expectant. We came up to handle things which were not handled previously. Like, we want to focus a lot on the welfare of our migrant workers, those who are distressed, those who come back with issues. We want to make sure as an association we come up with programs that will cater for the gaps which have been persistent all the time, especially distress in the deployment countries like Saudi Arabia. And secondly, we are focusing mostly on the welfare of companies themselves. We want to be united in solving problems together, be it legal, be it financial, and all other challenges as business people. That is why we came up with a new association, so that we have more competition when we have to. Sometimes the bosses don't want to hear what our workers are going through or what they are complaining about. So girls end up running away. So when they run away, now they become vagabonds with out of contract. No one is responsible, and it has become a very, very, very painful problem, whereby even if they get sick, since they're on the streets, they're out of contracts, they will not get medical attention, because that side, when you don't have a sponsor, when you don't have insurance, you can't access medical treatment. So we've come to realize we have a lot of death cases from streets. That means they get sick because they can't get treatment. Someone who would have been healed ends up dying and we lose lives just like that. So it's one of the reasons we are saying ELAU come up, let us be felt on the ground in a conjunction with some migrant worker associations and see that we uplift the welfare of our migrant workers. We have a lot. Number one, we want a law. We want a law. We are finding a lot of problems with regulations. We are really pushing and lobbying through the Gender Committee, through the Foreign Affairs Parliamentary Committees, to make sure we get, and the workers' MPs, to make sure we get our regulation is into a bill on labor externalization. We don't have a bill. We don't have a law. We are just operating in regulations. Another thing, the current regulations have created a lot of bureaucracy. Every day they introduce a new thing, and this has caused us to lose on a lot of job opportunities to other countries which are not so bureaucratic. For instance, I'll give you an example. Maybe a company in Saudi has been sending 3,000 visas to Uganda. Because of bureaucracy, Saudi has opened the other countries, Ethiopia, Burundi, Kenya, Bangladesh. Now you will find the 3,000 visas which used to come to Uganda direct, they are divided into 5 countries. That means we are going to take few Ugandans now because of the competitiveness of suppliers. That is a disadvantage to our people. Number 2, like they introduced recently the verification of a job order at embassies, even for males. We missed on World Cup. Uganda didn't deploy Qatar World Cup just because of the bilaterals, the regulations, sorry. Because it was involving accreditation from our embassy in Qatar. It was involving paying the $30 per person on the job order. So Qatar found it inappropriate to deal with Uganda during World Cup. We lost hundreds and hundreds of jobs. They recruited from other countries in Africa, but not Uganda. So that is really a big problem. But we are pushing and hoping as a new association, as a new energy in the sector, we will push for more negotiations into a law.
My name is Mweswa Thompson, CEO Triple Word Group, a member of new association called ELAU, recognized by Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development. We are here today to our first members meeting as we finalize the formation and members and everything. One of the reasons why we are a new association, we wanted an association that gets its members get involved in daily activities and make sure that they feel the association and they can have benefits at the end of the day, and we can collectively have one voice to make sure we push things and we make labor externalization better. We are one of the private sector that owns over 40 billions in commercial banks. That's our money. That if you say you don't want to do this business anymore, you go, you get your 100 millions from account and get it and use it for another thing. So with that, all that money that is there in commercial banks, which some of them they are foreign, and at the end of the day, they take the profits to their countries. So if we make a SACCO or a microfinance and we use that money, it will be benefiting more Ugandans than the foreign commercial banks.